England's cricket team became champions for the first time ever in the ICC Cricket World Cup 2019. They were inaugural hosts of the Cricket World Cup, holding the first ever tournament in 1975. The country has since hosted the tournament a further 4 times, in 1979, 1983, 1999 and 2019, the most of any other country. England is the only country who has won cricket, rugby and football World Cups. Cricket is part of the British culture, so to make it more memorable, English Cricket Board and ICC took a special initiative to recruit 4,000 volunteers. They are known as World Cup Cricketeers. These volunteers came from different countries, backgrounds, colours and faiths, but they all worked together for one Cricket World Cup to make it the most successful event in the tournament's history. It would be impossible without their dedication, commitment and love for cricket. But we don't know much about these 4,000 real stars of the ICC Cricket World Cup 2019. Let's find out and appreciate their most valuable unpaid service. Because World Cup Cricketeers were the face of the tournament. The volunteer recruiting process started from 2018. A record number of 20,000 plus registrations of interest, 10,000 completed applications and 6,000 accepted volunteers were invited to interview for a World Cup cricketeer role at the Cricket World Cup. ICC Cricket World Cup created a selection panel to run and further select the volunteers. Selectors travelled all around the UK to meet and know those who were interested to join this amazing volunteers team. They gave up 4,400 hours to complete the process. The volunteer interviews, known as the first innings, took place over a period of 5 months, spanning across 38 days of face-to-face interviews in 11 different venues, not to mention over 600 telephone and Skype interviews across 16 days.
Today is the last day, the last moment of this tournament, and my pleasure is I'm really happy because England won the World Cup after 9,969 days. So it's a big pleasure for me and for all the volunteers. Now I can feel my hard work, it works, So my best wishes for all the volunteers, and hope you're going to carry on this service, because volunteer something is amazing. Look at me, I was the ambassador in the London Olympic Rugby World Cup, and now I'm the ICC Cricket World Cup. I'm a former homeless. Once a time I was in the street, and because of the homelessness, I was not able to do it, but I was really dedicated. And the volunteering changed really my life. So that's why I'm trying to give back to the volunteer service. So I hope this is not the end, the Cricket World Cup. You're going to carry on, you hold the legacy of the ICC Cricket World Cup, to carry on this service in your volunteering service. So my best wishes for all the volunteers, and congratulations the England cricket team.
Applications to join the World Cup Cricketeers came from 70 different countries, including candidates from as far away as Australia, Malaysia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India and Kenya. Volunteering is part of the British culture. People are involved with local and national volunteering in many varied forms. They spend their time, energy and knowledge to make these projects successful. They work together for the country although many of them come from different races, colours and faiths. Some people give their time even though they have a full-time job and other responsibilities, but they do it for their society, to make it more prosperous, united and peaceful. The most important information to know about the volunteering is that these volunteers are unpaid for these jobs. They simply do it from their heart. Sometimes these volunteers are honoured by Her Majesty and local government for the services, but this is not their main motivation. There were thousands of volunteers involved in London Olympic 2012, the Rugby World Cup 2015, Commonwealth Games, ICC Women's Cricket World Cup 2017 and ICC Champions Trophy. So the ICC Cricket World Cup volunteer programme had followed the path of those international events to leave a legacy for future volunteer programmes. For this 6 weeks tournament, ICC Cricket World Cup announced the 4,000 final volunteers' names. The volunteer training session, known as the run-up, took place in February in 11 venues across England. They provided training and shared information for various volunteering roles, including spectator services, broadcast and media, transport, right to protection, hospitality and accreditation. 10 cricket nations were battling in 11 venues to be a champion of the ICC Cricket World Cup when the first match began on 30th of May at the Oval. Also there were matches at Lords, Edgbaston, Bristol, Cardiff, Taunton, Rose Bowl, Headingley, Old Trafford, Durham and Trent Bridge. The journey of the Cricket World Cup ended on 14th of July, Sunday, at the home of cricket, Lords, where the host country England won their first ever ICC Cricket World Cup. But behind the most successful ever cricket event, the people who worked so hard with dedication, commitment and selfless servitude were the World Cup Cricketeers volunteers. They were the heart and soul of the tournament, who created a buzz and atmosphere on match days, welcoming supporters and giving advice to visitors of their various towns and cities. Sometimes they had started very early in the morning and travelled long distances. Also, there were a few volunteers who travelled from outside the UK to serve as unpaid helpers. They did it because they loved volunteering. The World Cup Cricketeers played a key role in delivering the 6-week tournament. They are the heartbeat and unsung heroes of the Cricket World Cup. Let us appreciate and encourage them for their valuable service and sacrifices. We would like to congratulate and wish the best for the 4,000 World Cup Cricketeer volunteers.